talking about the Quest 2's biggest competitor. Should you get an Oculus Quest 2 if you've been eyeing it but scared because you think the Quest 3 is going to come out soon? Facebook is ruining VR. How's it going, everybody? My name's Evolve and welcome back to Monday Morning News. Today we're going to be talking about good or bad news depending on how you look at it about the Quest 3 or the Quest Pro. But first we're going to be talking about AirLink and how the Quest 2 is getting 120Hz support standalone. We'll also be talking about the Quest 2's biggest competitor. And finally, how Facebook is ruining VR and how it might end up like the mobile market. So this is going to be a jam-packed episode. Let's get into it. So that you never miss a video where I tell you about news and also give you an extra element or advice in the video, I would recommend you subscribe and turn on the post notifications. 120Hz standalone. This is crazy. For a headset that started out at 72Hz, the Quest 2 has come a long way. Although the 120Hz support for the headset only works with 3 games right now, this is still a big step forward for VR. The 3 games that got supported are Cubism, a game where you use hand tracking to put shapes together into bigger shapes, if that makes sense. 11 Table Tennis, where you play table tennis in a house. This game has the most accuracy when it comes to VR games. And finally, Rocket Theory, which is another table tennis game but made more for gamers. Kind of like how Ring Fit on the Nintendo Switch is made for gamers and actually going to a gym is for other people. I know there was no games that most people would want to see, like Beat Saber or Super Hot. But like I said, this is a very, very good step in the right direction. Now let's talk about AirLink. I would say that the AirLink update was a crazy update, but it's basically just an official virtual desktop. And I don't mean officially supported, I mean made by Facebook. I do like it still though. AirLink and Virtual Desktop are apps you can use just like Oculus Link but without the cable. You can stream VR games from your PC wirelessly to the headset. After using the Quest standalone, I forget about having to worry about the cable. But when I play with Link, the cable constantly gets in the way. AirLink will use your home Wi-Fi to run. But hey, Andrew Bose, remember a month ago when you said that you weren't going to allow Virtual Desktop to get official support because you only wanted apps that could work for everyone and you couldn't be sure about a person's Wi-Fi connection? In his defense, he did say more people were getting Wi-Fi, so whatever. Next, we'll be talking about Oculus and Facebook's biggest competitor. Then we'll be talking about the Quest 3 or the Quest Pro. That won't be coming soon, apparently. And finally, we'll be talking about how Facebook is ruining VR and how it will end up like the mobile market. Okay, so Facebook's biggest competitor right now is the Pico Neo 3. The Pico Neo 3 has a 4K curved screen and Wi-Fi 6, but other than that, it's really kind of the same. Cameras, IPD adjustment, processor, controllers, they're all pretty much the same. But it's competition, so we'll take whatever we need. We are desperate for competition in the standalone VR market right now. Okay, so the controllers are a little different. They have 2 additional buttons, one of them being the menu button, one of them being the home, on each controller. Having them on each controller will help a lot because you have no idea the amount of times I mess up the menu button with the Oculus button and I don't know which one to click. No, how many times I give it to a friend again and they don't know which one to click and I don't know which one to tell them to click, and yeah, it's just a mess. Should you get an Oculus Quest 2 if you've been eyeing it but scared because you think the Quest 3 is going to come out soon? Well, I've got news for you. Get it now. Vice President in Facebook Reality Labs, Andrew Bose, says that they are not pre-releasing a Quest 3 or Pro this year, and it will most likely come next year. They say they won't release anything this year because they don't know what to put in the headset. The Quest 2 has the best mobile chip right now, so we're gonna need to wait for Qualcomm to make a better one. The Quest 2 has been out for 6 months, but this is half of the original Quest's lifespan. So you can imagine that the Quest owners weren't really happy when they realized a better and cheaper version of their headset was coming out. I got a Quest in April of 2020 and I felt pretty ripped off when I realized a better and cheaper version of this headset was coming out in October of the same year. But you don't have to worry about that on the Quest 2 this year, so go buy it now. Facebook is ruining VR. The VR market may end up like the mobile market with microtransactions, and the Quest 2 is starting it off. Facebook has made it possible to do transactions while still in VR, while previously you had to go to the Oculus app or to your PC to do so. So what this really means is that Facebook will be getting a cut of every microtransaction. If you don't know what a microtransaction is, it's when a game, most likely a mobile game, charges you a certain amount of money to get in-game currency or items. Most of the time, it makes the games much, much easier if you buy it, and sometimes they even make it impossible to beat the game without them. So basically, pay to win. So this may unfortunately become the VR market, and it kind of seems like that's becoming every market at this point. I just hope we don't end up with super simple, addicting games like the mobile market and microtransactions and all that garbage. But I mean, it kind of looks like it's going down that path. And I hope the community can fight back against this if that does come up. Hopefully they'll listen to us. Come back next Monday morning and I'll have some more juicy news for all of you guys. Next week I'll be going over the Oculus Showcase and the HTC Air, which looks to be HTC's next headset. But we'll see. Once again, for videos like this where I give you news and advice, make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload and you never miss the news. And I always added an extra element to my videos, like trying to give you advice or telling you more about the news or giving you like a bigger picture. So I think it would really be worth it for you to subscribe. This has been Evolve, and thanks for watching.